What's up, gamers? I'm John, and this is my Level Up News, where I bring you news every weekday. It's top news I gather from around the web, so you don't have to. Today's Thursday, May 23rd, 2024. Let's get you leveled up with today's news. Diablo 4 is receiving positive press again, with many enjoying its recent addition to Xbox Game Pass and the well-received Season 4 Loot Reborn. The game has improved significantly through the lessons learned from earlier seasons, which were necessary steps for growth. While the initial season of the Malignant faced criticism, it paved the way for the successful elements seen in Season 4. The developers have implemented effective changes, making the game more engaging and accessible, especially with features like the revamped Helltides and new crafting systems. Season 4's successful highlights the developers' efforts, but the real test will be maintaining this momentum in future seasons. Players are hopeful and excited for what's to come next, as Diablo 4 continues to evolve and expand its offerings. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League has made several puzzling decisions since its launch, including splitting seasons into 2 episodes, which stretches limited content uncomfortably. Currently, in the second episode of the Joker season, the game introduces a new Superman Brainiac boss fight, a Two-Face villain gear set, Green Lantern-infused enemies, prominent enemies in a new mission called Out of Orbit, plus a significant balance patch that removes negative modifiers and enhances loot drops. Despite these additions, the content feels minimal, with only one boss fight and a mission type that resembles existing ones, leading to criticisms that these updates should have been included in the initial season launch. The most notable part of the update is the balance patch, but without substantial new content to complement it, this improvement feels insignificant. The game has started teasing Mr. Freeze, a new gender-flipped Suicide Squad member, for the next season, but it remains uncertain if the game will sustain its content roadmap and player base throughout the year. The Well of Radiance, a Warlock special in Destiny 2, has been a key element in the game, providing near immortality and significant damage buffs during bosses' DPS phases. However, major nerfs are coming with the Final Shape expansion, drastically reducing its effectiveness. Key changes include decreased healing per second from 100 to 50 health points, reduced damage resistance against non-boss and boss combatants from 40 to 20 and 10 respectively, and an increase in the max orbs of power generated from 4 to 5. These adjustments significantly impact survivability, Haven health regain, and cutting damage resistance by up to 75%. The changes have sparked controversy, notably involving world's first multi-title holder, who advocated for well nerfs. Despite some blaming him, it's clear Bungie has long considered this adjustment. Division 2 is gearing up for an exciting Year 6 expected to start around June 4th, based on in-game countdowns and weekly resets, featuring Project Resolve upgrades, new gear sets, and a Season 2.0 revamp, while continuing to flourish despite announcements for the Division 3 and the Division Heartland, with a deepening storyline involving key characters like Aaron Keener and Alani Kelso, setting up for future DLC in Brooklyn. All focused on quality of life improvements and continuous storytelling development, ensuring it remains a dynamic and engaging live service game. In a recent interview on Sony's website, Naughty Dog co-president Neil Druckmann hinted at the company's upcoming game, describing it as potentially the most thrilling project he's ever worked on, and one that could redefine mainstream perceptions of gaming. While he didn't provide specifics, Druckmann highlighted the success of HBO's The Last of Us as evidence of gaming's growing appeal across all ages. He expressed excitement for how the new game will resonate, especially given the positive reception of The Last of Us TV show. Naughty Dog is currently developing multiple ambitious single games after canceling plans for major multiplayer expansion. Druckmann also discussed the promising impact of AI on game development, noting that it can lower costs, reduce technical borders, and enhance storytelling. Developer Ninja Theory under Microsoft maintains its edge with uncompromising violence and immersive binaural audio that brings sensual psychoses to life, creating and enveloping dread-filled experiences. Molina delivers an exceptional performance as Senua, with Frenzy's internal voices adding to the tension. The game's stunning visuals and filmic techniques enhance its surrealist fiction. As Senua battles Vikings, giants, and the undead, the line between reality and her hallucination blurs, making Hellblade II an intense and visually interesting journey. Nightingale, the Victorian-era PvE survival game, is getting an update with several quality-of-life features, including a highly requested offline mode. Previously, a stable internet connection was required, but now players can enjoy the game offline, making it accessible to those with spotty internet or prefer to play solo. Additionally, the update introduces a build from storage feature, allowing players to use resources from storage containers to build structures, saving time and effort. Players will also face a new enemy, the Marksman Bond, and see apex creatures like Amazons, Swamp Giants, and Bond now tiered with varying loot based on realm difficulty. Dave the Diver is one of those rare special games that really capture people's time and attention. It launched on PC last year and later rolled out to Switch and PlayStation. The game is now receiving a free Godzilla Content Pack DLC available today, which adds exciting new content. In this DLC, players won't be fighting Godzilla, but will instead help him battle Horror of the Deep from the 1966 movie. Players will pilot the G4 submarines to assist Godzilla in protecting the Earth from the threat. The DLC is available for free on PlayStation Plus, Steam, and Nintendo Switch eShop until November 23, 2024, after which it may become unpaid for or unavailable. The game, praised for its engaging mix of scuba diving, sushi making, and minigames, received a 9 out of 10 in a review for its PlayStation 5 release. If you haven't experienced it yet, now is the perfect time to dive in, especially with the addition of new content. Months after its initial release, Starfield has experienced a substantial resurgence in player activity following a recent update that incorporated several highly requested features, making the game more in line with player expectations. This update led to a notable 70% increase in players on Xbox alone, according to True Achievements, and a 16% boost in player count on Steam, as reported by Steam charts. This surge has elevated Starfield above popular titles such as Red Dead Redemption 2, Elden Ring, and Dead by Daylight. The update introduced improved surface maps, which greatly enhance navigational ease when landing on planets, addressing a common complaint since the game's launch in September last year. Additionally, a new feature allows players to adjust the game's difficulty with various sliders and settings, enabling them to tweak specific elements that they can find easy or too challenging. The update also includes minor bug fixes and gives players the option to prioritize either visuals or performance mode, further enhancing the gaming experience. Wuthering Waves, the latest Genshin Impact-style gacha game from Kuro Games, has launched to mixed reactions, generating significant buzz and attracting 91,000 viewers on Twitch, but facing numerous player-reported issues. Despite its intriguing post-apocalyptic settings and the protagonist Rover, the game struggles with technical difficulties like stuttering performance on high-end PCs, rampant bugs, placeholder dialogue, and graphical glitches. Additionally, the English dub has been criticized for poor audio quality and flat voice acting despite the actor's prior successes. With that bundle of gaming news, I hope you got enough experience points to level up your gaming knowledge today. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you don't miss any new videos coming out.